Also running for District 2.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. And I'm Jim Kennedy, and I've been your District 2 representative for the last 6 years. First, let me tell you a little bit about me personally. I grew up in New Jersey. I went to Rider College in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and graduated with a degree in political science and economics. I came down here in 1979 and attended Stetson Law School and graduated with a Juris Doctorate. My wife is a fourth-generation Plant City person, and I have 2 daughters, Megan and Sarah. Sarah got her master's in public health, and she's working up at the CDC in Atlanta. She hasn't been furloughed quite yet. And Megan is recently married, and they bought a house in Euclid, St. Paul. And I have my own law practice. I'm a solo practitioner, and I concentrate in the areas of wills, trust, and probate, family law, and personal injury. Why should you vote for me? And I would say you should vote for me because of my experience, my leadership, and my accomplishments. My leadership includes being chair of City Council for a year, being chair of the Budget, Finance, and Taxation Committee for 4 years, being chair of the Investment Oversight Committee for 4 years, being chair of the Emergency Medical Systems Committee, EMS. And specifically in those regards, those are complicated issues. We have basically a $750 million business of the city when you add our enterprise funds, our capital funds, our general revenue. So those are important skills to have to be able to understand those numbers. When we talk about EMS, I led the charge from the point of view of stopping the county from telling us that we had excess response time because our people got there too quickly in 4 minutes and 20 to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And to make sure that if you have an emergency, you'll have St. Petersburg finest show up at your doorstep and will not have the Sunstar show up where they have a 25% turnover of their employees every year. I'm proud of my endorsements from the police, from the fire, from the realtors, from Stonewall Democrats. Also from the point of view of on the county, what a lot of people don't fully appreciate is how much of city council responsibility winds up on a county-wide basis. I have been on the Pinellas Planning Council for 6 years. That's what's in charge of land use. I am currently chair of the Pinellas Planning Council. I am on the MPO, the Metropolitan Planning Organization. That's what's in charge of transportation. I was selected to be on the ACPT, which is the Advisory Committee for Pinellas Transportation, which is in charge of putting together the Green Light Pinellas referendum that will hopefully appear on the ballot in November of 2014. And in my opinion, one of the main things that we need, not only in our city of St. Petersburg, but in Pinellas County, is reliable mass transportation that people will choose to use and not only be and not just be the transportation choice for people that have no other option. And therefore I would request that you look at Green Light Pinellas. I know that's not on this November ballot, but by electing me I'll be able to move forward, and I am in a position from the point of view of leadership on the county basis to make sure that with Green Light Pinellas going forward, that the city of St. Petersburg will get the appropriate service in that regard. Also, a few things that I'm working on that you may or may not know about. You are all invited to a groundbreaking this Friday at 11:30 at the former Ria Vista Elementary School, which is off 83rd Avenue North, kind of on the back way to the dog track. In District 2, we have not had a park, and it has been something that we've needed for a long time. The opportunity came by when Ria Vista School closed. It took me 3 superintendents and about 3 years to get a deal with the school board. But if you note, there's only been one piece of property the school board has let go, and that's been the Ria Vista Elementary School. I was able to figure out that they didn't have money for the demolition of the building, and that we could get money for the demolition of the building through Wikiwachi funding. And so we will be having, before April of next year, a brand new 8.5-acre park that will have basketball courts, tennis courts, exercise equipment, a big playground, a jogging course, and it's going to be really good for District 2, but you're all invited to enjoy it too. Other things that I'm working on that you may not be aware of is the overpasses.
Please wrap up, 30 seconds.
The overpasses on Gandy. We are working on getting overpasses so that on 4th MLK out to 16th, there will be straight flyovers for Gandy. We've had problems with FDOT. I've been on that, and today I got word that they've extended the contract to November 15th, so we'll be able to get those overpasses put together. Basically, I'd appreciate you voting to keep Kennedy, and thank you for coming out.